Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create a outer space effect background. First of all, I'm going to create a fairly large canvas with resolution of 150, then click OK. Then to fill the entire canvas in black, go to Edit, Fill, Black and click OK. Now I'm going to add noise. So for this, go to Filter, Noise, Add Noise, and I'm going to leave the setting as they are 400%, Gaussian and monochromatic. Then to duplicate the background layer, press Ctrl and J, then disable the layer 1 by clicking on the eye icon. Now going back to the background layer, make sure it is selected. I'm going to add a filter to it to blur. So go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. Change the radius to zero point 0.5 pixels and click OK. Great. So now press Ctrl and L to activate levels. Then change the input levels on the left to 200 and the middle to 0.40 and click OK. Now going back again to layer 1, make it visible and make sure it is selected. So we can add a filter to it as well. So again, Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and this time radius to 2 pixels. Also, like the previous layer, activate the levels window by pressing Ctrl and L. Here change the left input level to 170 and the right to 172. Keep in the middle the same at 1. Then again keeping layer 1 selected, go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur and change to 1 pixels. Now still working on layer 1, go to the channel panel and click on this little circular icon which will outline some of the little white dots. Now that we have this, I no longer need layer 1, so I'm going to delete it. Select layer 1 and click on this icon here on the right which will delete. But now I'm going to create a new layer and change the fill. For this, go to Edit, Fill, change to white and click OK. Then to follow with the deselection, go to Select, Deselect or Ctrl and D. Great. So now I'm going to right click on layer 1 and select blend in options, outer glow, select the color white if it isn't already, change the size to 10 and click OK. Now I need to merge both layers. Layer 1 is already selected, so hold down on Ctrl key and select the background layer 2. Then press Ctrl and E, which is going to merge. I'm going to now create another new layer and fill it too, just like I did before. Edit, Fill, Black and OK. Now to apply a cloudy filter to it, go to Filter, Render, Clouds. Then I'm going to change the layer blend mode from normal to color dodge. This adds a lovely effect. I now need to create a new layer in between layer 1 and background layer. So after selecting the background layer and clicking on the create a new layer, we'll place it where I want it. Now that I have my new layer in the middle, I'm going to activate the brush tool Make sure it's a soft round brush of size 700 pixels and 0% hardness. Opacity here at 12% is fine too. Then change the brush color. I have gotten a RGB color code of 0018FF, which is a blue hue. Then using it paint the canvas like so. I'm going to go back in with lighter colors and different colors too. Experiment to see what brings a lighter glow. Now same as before, I'm going to add blur effect. Go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur and 80 pixels. Then go back in with a lighter color, any colors you will do. Once done, open an image. I'm going to use a stone effect image, which I have also linked below. Using the elliptical marquee tool, hold down on shift and drag to outline majority of the image, which will create a large circle. Then duplicate the layer by Ctrl and J. Then add a filter. Go to filter, distort, spherize, and keep the amount at 100. Then click OK. Then to reapply the same effect on top, use Ctrl and F. Now select the move tool and drag the software to other window like this and then drop. As you can see, the layer is not on top, but we need it to be on top of the other layers. So just drag the layer above the rest. Now I'll need to resize the image as it is too large. Go to edit, free transform, and to be able to see the full selection, use Ctrl and 0 to zoom out of the document. Then holding down on shift and alt, drag a corner to resize. Then move to where you want it and finally click the confirmation mark. We are not done just yet. I'm going to create a new layer. Press down on Ctrl and click on the thumbnail of layer 3, which will outline the software. Now we can fill it. Go to edit, fill, black, and then add a layer mask. For this, click on the add a layer mask icon. Then unlink so both elements can be edited separately. Right. So now selecting the left thumbnail of layer 4, using the move tool, I'm going to move it slightly so that it creates a shade effect. And again, I'm going to apply the same blur effect. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur, 15 pixels, then click OK. And now to decrease the layer opacity to 90%. Now moving on to the right thumbnail of layer 4, click on the layer style icon and select blend in options, then outer glow, and enter the RGB color code D4C6B4 and click OK. Back to the outer glow window. Make sure the blend mode is set to screen, opacity 35% and size to 60. We are done for outer glow. Now I'm going to select inner glow and enter the same color code as before. So D4C6B4. Back to the inner glow window. Change the blend mode to lighten, opacity to 40% and size to 60. Then click OK. Great. So we are nearly done. Here I am going to merge all layers to create one content layer. To do this, press Ctrl, Shift, Alt and E simultaneously. In order for this to work, last step is to add a lens flare effect to the merged layer. filter, render, lens flare. Then make sure the brightness is set to 75% and the 35 mm prime option is checked. Then click OK and it's done. There you have an outer space effect background. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have learned something new. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.